Hey, everybody. Cool. So welcome to another late Thursday night session of Dan Plays Games from the Elder Times. And, of course, I'm your host, Dan. And the game from the Elder Times that I'm currently playing through is the advanced D&D game Pool of Radiance. Originally published in 1988, but just put on Steam in the last couple months. Again, I've not played this game before. The only playing I'm doing, I've not played this game until I started this stream here. So, you know, am I the most proficient player of Pool of Radiance? Probably not. I think we agree that I'm making the monsters happy because I have at least one TPK every night, and then the game tells us that the monsters rejoice and then boots us out of the application. So if you're a fan of the stream, feel free to join in as one of our medium-sized monsters in the chat. And tell me, you know, feel free to root for whichever side you prefer. If you want to tell me how to play better as the PCs, go ahead. And if you want to try to trip me up so the monsters are happy, feel free to do that as well. All right, so let's get started here tonight and make sure that's working there. So, you know, if you do get this on Steam now, I go through the credits every time in order to use the classic decoder wheel to get in past the copyright protection. You can actually just hit escape at this point right now, and it skips by that part now. But I kind of like to get the full old school experience. Hey Nathan, hope you're good tonight. Let me see. So we've got Elven Rune. Kind of looks like an backwards F. Of course, again, it's kind of tricky to match up the pixelization with yeah, that's it. Okay, and then this Dwarven Rune that looks like two boxes. That's kind of easy to spot. Okay, so line those up and then read the dashed line, and it says copper. Okay. And I'm in. Great. Okay, so loading my save game here. So as usual, we ended last time with a TPK, and I lost the whole party. And the thing that I'm really trying to nail down is the what are we, week 8? Is the slums part of Phlan, the monster-ridden slums, which is effectively the first level part of our dungeon complex. And it's mostly got goblins and kobolds and orcs, and I'm pretty sure that I've cleaned out all of that stuff. I think it was Desparal this week was thinking that I've missed one of the orc layers, but I'm pretty sure I checked last time that I'd cleared out all those places. The last thing in the southwestern corner of the slums is this damned ogre troll lair on the first level of the dungeon. It's got like 2 ogres and 4 trolls that you can stumble into in this maze with your first level party. And so that's the last thing in the slums that I would really like to get rid of. Tried it last time, did not succeed. You know, for what it's worth, I'm positioned right here, basically outside that encounter. So I think, okay, I could be crazy. I think I'm going to take another shot at that, and then I can finally put the slums behind me. I hope I'm not making a big mistake here. Let me just go down my roster and make sure I've got everybody. Okay, so I got my swordsman. So I have these 2 NPCs at the front of the party. Jeez, I never joined that batch of arrows. Okay, so he's a frontline melee type, going in with a banded mail, shield, longsword. I guess when I get a chance, I have enough money. I should bump that guy up to full plate mail, among other things. And I got my warrior here. Again, here's another NPC. Interesting, carrying a longbow. Now he's a frontline fighter, so I should actually probably have him with the battle axe right now. Because with the ogre troll fight, you are like right in contact right off the bat, so I know that at this point. Let's let's see here. I got Payton, who's my cleric. Just come back here. Okay, you know what? I know what I want to do here right now is Rollin, because I've been now that I've seen what this fight is like, I've been analyzing it this week. So I think I have an idea of how I could possibly beat it. Now Rollin, I'm perpetually irritated that his movement's only 3, the minimum. I don't like that. So I gotta figure his strength isn't great for a fighter thief. If you're making characters in Pool of Radiance, you do have the opportunity to customize them, move the ability scores around. I didn't do that, so you can do a lot better with customizing and optimizing your player characters than I've been doing. Okay, so what can I drop? That's a lot of arrows. I've never used this hammer, so I'm going to drop that. Ditch that. And okay, so I gave Rollin 2 flasks of oil. I gave a number of people flasks of oil last time before we go into this fight with the trolls. And look, if you know me and you've read my blog at all at Delta's D&D Hotspot, you know that I'm actually not super fond of the flasks of burning oil trope in classic D&D. And if I can just kind of, if you'll have the patience to hear me say this again, it actually fails on a couple of issues. Number one is it's unrealistic that medieval oil would actually burn in the open. What you'd normally use for lamp oil is just like vegetable oil, and you can't burn that by just touching a torch to it. Even if you go anachronistic and you say it's kerosene, even that wouldn't just turn into a conflagration by adding a torch to it. So there's that. And secondly, I kind of don't like the fact that if you're a player in advanced D&D, you read the player's handbook, there's nothing in there about about the fact that you can use flasks of oil as a damaging weapon, and there's no damage in there. That's hidden away in the DM's guide, and it turns out that the damage on a flask of oil is actually higher than almost any other weapon in the game. And there's also nothing that says that like clerics can't use great weapons, and then there's no rule that says they can't use oil, so that's permitted. So for me, it's like it's not fair to the players in a couple ways, and it's also unrealistic. So it kind of fails on a couple points for me. So I'm gonna go with my personal dogma on that. I don't permit flaming oil in my D&D games, so I'm gonna drop the oil. I'm going to commit to the bit. I'm going to commit to my messaging. So, does that get him? No, it's still at movement 3. Why is that? Sword, shield, plate mail. Maybe if I have the arrows? I really thought that would get him up to movement 3. I guess he's carrying quite a bit of treasure. Maybe if I trade some of that platinum to my wizard. Okay, so there's Rollin at movement 6. So I just doubled his movement, which I think is gives me some more flexibility in the fights. So there's that. Just going to scan my other characters. So I got Payton, my committed, my dedicated cleric with movement 6, and got a bunch of stuff there, including oil. Going to drop the oil. Don't like it. Not going to take it. See what Griffith's got here. Okay, so Griffith's my fighter cleric, if I recall correctly. I think Griffith is gonna have to be doing ranged attacks, so I'll arm him with the bow. I got magic arrows. I got normal arrows. I'm gonna give him the normal arrows here. I like to save magic arrows for when I run into something that really needs it, like a lycanthrope or a white or something. I tend to be too conservative with my resources, but there it is. So Cadell here, that looks good. Got the bow out. Fighter magic user. Okay, so I've optimized Rollin as far as I can tell. So here's Maelwyn, my new fighter magic user that I picked up, I think last week or two. And again, I am going to try to go as lightweight as I can. I'm going to drop the oil. Great. Okay, got the short bow, got the arrows, that's what I want. And then finally I have Nirjarini, who's currently a 2nd level magic user. Movement 12, I like that. Armed with darts. Got this oil here, which I find morally offensive, so I'm going to drop that. Okay, so that is how I'm going to go into this. Let me just encamp and save that. It's true. Nathan's reminded. Sometimes first level parties get trolls. If you're running classic D&D by the book, you get a bunch of random tables, you might get trolls. and yeah, continue to we can continue to converse about the exact specifics of our flammable substances as I possibly make this terrible mistake again. Okay, so I am outside the Hemp Guild here, right? This is the Hemp Guild where it turns into a maze and it doesn't give you the overhead map, but I've mapped it out offline, so I think I know how to get there. Okay, so go in, go right, down this kind of long passageway, go through this door, and I gotta go right and left. And I just point out, though, it's the way back that's tricky. Like you come back here and you're looking at this whole series of doors, and you got to remember to go through the middle door on the left. Other than that, you get lost in the maze. Okay, so here's the fight right ahead of me. Let's take a shot at this. So again, some monsters are tossing a sack of grain. When the sack breaks, they will, oh no! What can we throw now? One looks your way. I know. Here we are again. So I feel so me having analyzed this fight, I think it's a very technical fight. So you got to be really, really careful here. And there's a number of things that I certainly wouldn't have guessed. I certainly wouldn't have intuited just coming into Pool of Radiance. Until I learned like the technical details about exactly how the fights runs. And obviously the main thing that I'm depending on here is when a troll goes down, I have to stand somebody on top of him. Otherwise he regenerates and gets back up. And I'm obviously pretty committed to that, having just thrown away all of my oil. So I got to remember really, really carefully when a troll goes down exactly where he went down and to position one of my fighters on top of that spot. So I'm going to be looking really, really carefully at where people go down. There's this one single troll, and of course the thing that makes this feasible at all is that your large humanoids here, your large giant-sized creatures, are mostly blocking the corridor, so those trolls behind can't get through to melee me at the moment. But there is this one troll out in front, this one right here, that is in contact right at the start of the fight. So to begin with, I've got to focus all of my fire on that guy, and he's the number one to take down. Once he's down, the other trolls actually can't get through in the current position. So right now, he's target number one. And I still have Rollin with the longsword. Duh. Sorry about that. All right, so here's Payton, and she is obviously in contact, so she doesn't. There's a number of reasons why she can't use ranged weapons. So I've just got to melee that troll here. All right, so that ogre is attacking. I'm not thrilled about that. So so Cadell's a wizard. I'm going to cast Sleep. Right, and the one thing that I can do here is I can take out this ogre on the left, that one right there. Now I gotta be really careful about this. If I happen to cast the sleep at this space right here, that's next to Payden, and she would go asleep because she's lower hit dice. But if I cast it right at this guy's head, he's the only one in the area of the sleep spell. So I have a 50-50 chance of him going down at this point. So that's what I want to do. Sweet. Okay, so it's really, I'll point out that it's really this center ogre that's really the key, right? He's the one that's preventing the other trolls from getting through. It's that center ogre that I actually really don't want to go away. So I'm not going to sleep that guy because my NPCs are right adjacent to him. If I sleep this guy, my swordman is going to coup de grace that guy, and then the other trolls can come through. So I have to leave this ogre up, hope that nobody kills him, hope that my out of control NPC fighters don't accidentally kill him too soon, actually. And I'm not going to sleep him. So the frontline fighters are just going to have to deal with that ogre for a little bit. And at the moment, all I want Nirjarini to do is just throw darts at this troll. Okay, and everybody else is shooting too. Good. Okay, 3 points. That's not too bad. Again, it's the trolls that do an enormous amount of damage right here, probably. Yeah. Okay, warrior's still up. That's not too bad. Now, things go bad. When things go bad in this fight, they go bad real fast. So if I make any misstep at all, it's probably going to collapse on me like it did last time. Let me be very careful about this. So, okay, my warrior currently has 4 hit points. Is it worth casting a Cure Light on him? I'm going to try it because Griffith is a cleric here. I'm going to try it. So he's currently casting. Okay. Okay, so cast that on the warrior right there. Hopefully he lives for another round. Good. Now, one thing that just happened there that I was confused about for a number of weeks is, with the bows in AD&D getting 2 shots every round from everybody, I wasn't sure if those shots were separated in the round or not. And you saw with that character right there, right, Maelwyn, it clearly got 2 hits with the arrows, one right after the other. So that's telling me that the multiple shots are adjudicated right at the same time. And it's fairly common, I'm noticing it's fairly common for my characters to get 1-2 hits one after the other. So I'm kind of watching that a little bit more closely than I was in the past. So there's that. So this troll's down to 17 hit points. Obviously regenerates 3 hit points every round. Good. Good. Right, there's a total of 12 right there. Nice. Got 5 left. Okay. Come on, just one more hit ought to do it. Yes! Good job. Kind of a big hit on Payden there. Okay, so I got the number 1 troll that is in contact when the fight starts. Okay, so now I want to keep focusing fire on the trolls, and I want to pick one out and have everybody shooting at that one troll. Now at the moment, Nirjarini with her darts isn't anywhere near within range of anything, so I'm going to try to move people around a little bit and hopefully get her in range. But I don't think there's any way I'm going to get her in range right now. I guess I'll delay just in case. Okay, so you're going to be my target unless something radically different changes. I think this is what I want to do. You know, let me delay most everybody. Okay, I'm trying to be very careful about this. I'm gonna delay here. Delay here. Okay, so what I want is I want Payton to move out of that space right there, because again, I want somebody, and it's going to be her, to stand where that troll went down. And another thing, right, I frankly wouldn't have guessed, is that you can move around someone you're in melee with without getting an attack of opportunity. I guess I'm used to the 3rd edition rule, where if you move out of a space, they get a free attack. But they're working it a little bit differently in this game. So someone had to tell me that, is that I can take Payton and move her right here, and no one gets a free attack. Okay, so I got her standing on where the troll is, blocking in this ogre. I'm going to just guard. Okay, and now, you know, for what it's worth, it's actually okay. I'm going to make sure I'm not going to make a mistake here. It's okay for me to shoot this sleeping ogre before he wakes up again, because nobody's adjacent to the space you can get to from there. So I'm actually going to kill this ogre, increase the possibility of morale breaks, right? And maybe a troll's actually going to get closer to me, not get in contact when I take this guy out. So I'm good with that. Okay, so Nirjarini is still boxed in over here. I guess I have to say quit on that. Okay, now everybody can shoot. Yeah, okay, this guy is going to be the target now. You know, I actually don't want the swordsman to kill that ogre. I don't want that guy to do it either. That is actually a little bit of risk there for me. I'm almost... Think about this. I'm almost prone. Yeah, he's got so many hit points. I would like any one of these things to happen to Sparrow. And I agree. If he goes down, actually, I do save treasure on that. That lesson finally got across. I'm almost prone to throw it. I almost want to throw a sleep spell at him to prevent him from killing that ogre, because that's a really critical point. And he's right in the mix, right? So I'd catch multiple of my own guys if I did that. Yeah, one more hit's going to take that ogre down. I don't see any other way I can do this. I guess I just have to. Right. So we agree that's a bad idea, right? That's a bad, crazy idea on my part. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess right. Right. I almost wish it would actually be beneficial if the swordsman had gone down. Actually, I killed that first troll too quickly. Yeah, I guess I'm going to commit to this. So this I'm kind of in a dangerous place here. Yeah, you're right. Thing is, but I have the warrior, right? Like the warrior is also going to coup de grace the ogre as soon as he gets sleeped. So I don't know if I'm really crazy, I could pull Payton back. I could sleep my own guys, then sleep the ogre. Well, yeah, I've come this far. I'm gonna work with everybody. See if I could just take one more troll. If I could take one more troll out right now, I'd be in reasonable position. Okay. See, I did say it would have been nice if he'd gone down actually, but I knew he had too many hit points there. Okay, more? Yeah, no. Okay, all right. Okay. So the swordsman surrendered as he's prone to doing. Delay. Let me just see how that works. Boy, if someone could... I actually want that warrior not be there right now. How crazy would that be if I slept that guy? I can't do it with Payton. I mean, obviously he's not as good. He's not good at hitting as the third level swordsman. Okay, can't use ranged weapons when you're in melee contact, even if they're asleep. That's something I learned last time. That was surprising. Okay, and she's clearly not in range, right? Just out of range. So Payton, what's her max hit points? So I made a list of this. 23 hit points. Okay, her I want up. So I'm gonna. So you can cast when you're next to somebody. So I'm gonna try to cure herself. Yeah, you're right, Disparrow. If I could move Payton down one score, but I need her where she is to speak because she's standing on the down troll, right? If I move Payton down and my warrior goes down, then all of a sudden that troll can come up again. So I will want to kind of leave Payton right there. And so the troll damage is so bad. I really don't think I want Payton in range of the troll. But I will cast Cure on myself. That's the tricky part. The way I'm doing this, right? I'm obviously doing this in like hard mode. The number one thing is keeping track of where the trolls went down. More. See, now I'm hoping for multiple hits every time an arrow goes out. Yeah, like that. All right. So, okay. So just mentally recording. So that troll went down right diagonally above the ogre. Right. So at about the height of the wall above where the left-hand troll was. Okay. So documenting that in my head. There's no, okay, actually if one of those folks, so either Rollin could move up a space and then my magic user could get in there. Yeah, maybe so. Okay, so this guy's my next target. that's fine. Okay, so I'm at the end of the round because near Girini it's not letting me delay her any. So I guess that's it. So Rollin can move up. The other thing here is there's no cover, right? So I can shoot through people, I can shoot past people. That's all fine. You know, if I just stepped into this game not knowing anything, I probably wouldn't guess that. Okay, so the warrior went down, right? That was what I wanted. Okay, that's a good sign. So if I can get back to one of my wizards. Okay, so now is the time on Sprockets when we cast Sleep right here to catch that ogre in the center and glue him down. So I'm not making a mistake, right? The warrior went down. Didn't get my coin flip on that one. We're going to try again later. Okay, Griffith. Good. Okay, so Malin is my backup magic user. Let's try this again. So sleep right here, right next to the ogre's head is what I'm doing. Okay, good sign. So nobody attacked the ogre, right? I could coup de grace it and take it out, but I don't want to because I need him blocking that. So Payton's just going to stand here on top of the troll that went down for a while and guard. While everybody else shoots, I think what's troll number 3, right? So what I'm doing right here, there's no way in a normal game of D&D I would send my wizard right into the middle of a fight with trolls and ogres, but I think it is going to work here. Yeah, should I have Payton cure herself? I mean, she's at 18 right now. Out of 23. Yeah, I guess maybe I think you know what? I don't know how spiritual hammer works. Does that just work like a ranged weapon? Because then it won't let me shoot next to that ogre. Come on, big money, big money. So I think that troll's getting frustrated. Good. You know, Malin does really well with the bow. I'd like to have Payton heal herself. Fully healed. Good call. Down to 8. Good. Yeah, another. Did that guy... Is that guy fleeing now? Come on, one more hit, one more hit. Oh. Okay. Okay. So I got him fleeing. Let me... Okay. All right. I think I'm going to get this. Okay. Don't get too hot under the collar, Dan. So I'm going to delay here. No, that's the last player. So now I'm going to take the ogre out. See, I agree, Nathan. That's the other thing about this fight that I absolutely would not have intuited based on my prior D&D experience, right? You're totally right. all the books say trolls are fearless, and then these trolls actually do break morale like this. We saw that last time, and I was so close to winning, but it was very surprising. It's not something I would have gambled on. Got to keep track of where that. It's absolutely not something I would have gambled on. Here, right? That's where that other troll went down. So I want to keep Payton where she is. Just see here. Yeah, that's the space, right? Again, a very technical fight, right? It's a very technical fight. I can kind of see some of the lessons they're trying to get across, but I think that's where I need to be. I'm just going to kind of stack people up in this area just on the off chance that I have made a mistake. I'm going to stack people up or kind of around this area to make absolutely sure that I'm standing. That's okay. Now, actually, I'm not super thrilled about that guy going down all the way up there. So it's next to this guy. How crazy is this? Right, and obviously I wouldn't do this normally, but once they're fleeing, I don't think they come back. I don't mind Payton standing there. Like, I don't want her to get in melee up there. So I do think I'm gonna keep. I do think I'm gonna keep Payton where she is. Now, if I could take this guy down before number 3 regenerates, would be pretty sweet. I gotta admit, once they're, I don't know what happens if they're fleeing and then they regenerate. So that's kind of unknown territory. Every bit helps. Yeah. Maybe get them all. Now, admittedly, I haven't pulled off a back attack yet. I'm gonna play it safe for a little bit at least. That's not working. Good. More? Okay, I'm going to pull her away just in case that troll gets up again. Okay, so it's Malowin that's standing on Troll 2. Pretty sure. So yeah, okay, so here's Cadell. This is where Troll 1's head was. Very sure about that. Whoops, I'm trying to move. Very, very sure about that. Okay, so I'm gonna put Cadell on Troll 1. And then take your advice about using Payton. Yeah, I am worried about that troll getting back up in full morale. That would be tough. Okay, so now I'm going to use Payton. Quadruple checking I'm not making a mistake here. Down to 5, right? 8? I guess he was down to 5 and he just regenerated is what just happened. Yeah, more? One good hit. Okay. Yeah, all right. So let's send Payton in and get full hit points. Get her standing on troll 3 and then take a shot, and maybe that Payton does a lot of damage when she hits. Yeah. They do a lot of damage. What was that, like 19 points right there? Ah, jeez. Better damage. Ah, I'm getting... What, the last 4 hits have been like 1, 1, 2, and 1? Well, that's too bad. Was that it? Ah, he regenerated. And I will point 1 point. Near. My magic user. My magic user took it out with a 1 point dart. Fantastic. No. Take that, monsters. All right. So that was pretty close to optimal. That's about as good as that's going to get. So I won big experience from these huge, giant type monsters on the first level. Each character receives over 1,700 experience points, which is pretty awesome. And yeah, the swordsman and the warrior were down, so they aren't taking a big chunk of the experience or treasures. So win-win-win for my PCs. And remember, if you're feeling bad for the NPCs, they are both lawful evil. So I'm just trying to do a jobs program for disadvantaged warriors. Hopefully it'll come around. Let's see here. Yeah. So I think I'm okay, right? Even with 0 hit points coming out of the fight there. So I'll heal him in just a second. Let's take some. Very happy about that. I mean, that wasn't a lock. I felt analyzing that this week. I felt like I had some good ideas there. It wasn't a lock that could have gone south on me. So I will say, like, if you're playing through this on your own and you're fully engaged with the game, go use the oil. Don't be like me. I'm trying to play D&D the way I want to play. Yeah, if you don't necessarily do it like I just did. So magic user scroll, that's good. Broadsword bracers. So note to self, got a probably magical broadsword in there. Don't throw that away. And let's just look at the money. Great, so 40 gold, 50 platinum jewelry. That's where your value really is. So I'll just share that around. Great. Once I kill some monsters, let's search. Let me see. I guess I should. Yeah, and customize your characters and probably pick better classes than I did possibly. Let me actually cast. I guess I just have this one Cure Light Wounds. Cast that on Payton. Cool. Why not? Why not cast detect magic? I think I already know what's magic there. Okay, so yeah, so all that stuff. So magic uses scroll, broadsword, bracers. Kind of easy to guess that, but good to know. So there's that, and so I think that's all the healing spells I have. Well, no, Payton has healing, right? Nope, I guess I cast it on herself. So we're gonna hobble around with the swordsman and the warrior, of course. I'm gonna search these spaces where the monsters were. Look here, nothing. Look here. Okay, so I guess there's nothing else, but it's a pretty good haul. I should save just in case I do something. Usually I've done something really stupid right after a big win, so save that as A. And now I gotta figure out how to get out of this maze. I might possibly be stuck here. The later games increasingly assume you have higher stats. Yeah. Just looking at some very good advice here in the chat. Well, you know, so I'm looking at Simon. So great. So we're back to the flaming oil bit. You know, the thing is, if you know, oil will light if it has a constant, or it has to be, you know, constantly heated up with a constant flame, putting energy. This is my understanding. Putting energy into it up to the vaporization point. And that's different from touching a torch to it or something like that. That's not putting continual energy into it. Like I've tried to do that, and I actually have an experiment on my blog where I actually even took kerosene. Like I actually did it on my desk right here, as a matter of fact, and bash that. And could not, you know, never mind vegetable oil, I couldn't light even kerosene by just applying an open flame to it. Whew, all right, so I think that's the end of the slums. I am pretty sure that was really the last encounter there. So I think that's cleared out, and I think I can probably encamp in the slums if I want to. Yeah, you're right. If you have a whole lot of fabric and it's totally soaked, yep. I think my understanding is I agree with that. Where's my arrows here? And it's been so long since I've been in town, I don't know how to get around anymore. Okay, so things that I wanted to do here. Right, and so some really good advice that I've had in comments in the last week. I can armor up my NPCs. I guess I need to heal them up first. I can armor up my NPCs to plate. Someone had the really good suggestion that you know, two-handed swords are spectacular against ogres and trolls because they're a large size. And I got to admit, I tend to forget in advanced D&D that they had separate damage categories for medium-sized versus large-sized monsters. You don't have that in BX. You don't have that in current D&D. I actually snip it. I actually snip it out of my own D&D games. So that's a good idea to carry around two-handed swords to fight large monsters. It does 3d6 damage against large monsters, which is like off the scale. Yeah. Yep. So good conversation there, and obviously you got to, you know, when you have a lantern, you got a wick in it, and it's just you know, the wick is just burning the oil that's in the wick, and obviously it's not going to light the rest of it. So I got that to happen, obviously, even with standard vegetable oil on my desktop test. So good thoughts there. All right. I don't even know where I am. So job number 1, I want to rest up and get my guys not at death's door anymore. So back to the inn. Want to rest up. Sheep haze. Great. Let me see. Getting spells, right? Okay, so Cure Light was pretty important in that fight. Cure Light, and Griffith's the one that I have running around with Detect Magic. Good. Now, okay, so now I'm at the point where, right, I've cleared out the first level area, so maybe sleep's not going to start to become not so useful anymore. You know, we saw you can use it against something up to an ogre. It's got a 50% chance of working against them. So don't really have too much other option with this character at the moment. Right. And I certainly needed my whole party. That, if I'd had one less party member, that probably wouldn't have worked. So there's that. Yep. Okay, thanks for that, Disparrow. You still run into a good number of orcs, hobgoblins, etc. That's good to know. Now, there's no disadvantage for me staying here any number of days. So the swordsman has max hit points 24. So that's what I'm going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm just going to stay here for about 3 weeks. Do it. Yeah, there's really not too much other option with the first level spells that I have. I think Nir Jirani has Magic Missile on her list at this point from a scroll. So we'll just hang out here and talk about burning oil for a couple minutes. I think we all agree that later games. Button usually of just like do what you use your magic spells to heal up as fast as possible was a nice addition, but do not have it here in Pool of Radiance. Let me see, what else do I want to do? I guess check for people leveling up. That's good. I want to gear up. And I guess I need to figure out the proper way of using the magic items that I've taken. So I guess I need to pay to identify them in the shops. I don't think I've properly done that to date. And I think it was Disparrow that oh, there we are. I think it was Disparrow this week that pointed out that a couple times I've said elves are immune to sleep and they're only 90% immune to sleep. And half elves are 30%. So that's a good detail that I didn't quite get right. So thank you for that. And I had to check on the proclamations. That's a good point. I think I'm done here, right? I feel like I'm at risk for doing something really stupid with my gear. Where's the shop? Here, right? Shopkeeper greets you, offers you items for sale. Can I show you something? Yes. Okay. So I want to appraise. Oh, that's just gems and jewelry. So is this the... Oh, I'm not the armor. Oh, I see. The armor's next door. I don't want any of that. That's where I want to be. This shop specializes in arms and armor. Yes. Okay, so how do I officially identify those magic items? Right, so I know these are magic. How do I identify these magic items? Because now I'm stumped again. ID. Oh, I see. ID. Sorry. Okay, great. ID this. Yes. For 200 gold pieces. Yes. Okay, I like that. And this. Okay, broadsword +1. I like having that in the list so I don't overlook it again. Now, you know, bracers, they're going to be magic, obviously. Okay. Thing is, can I use that? Because, I mean, Nirjarini is already wearing bracers of AC 6. I mean, what? Is there any clever way I can use those? Or should I just sell those? I see. Read magic will ID the scrolls for free. Got it. Okay. Okay, thanks for that. Let me write that down on my list. Good one. Thank you, guys. Got it. The thief. Interesting. Is there a benefit to having the fighter thief guy in no armor? Boy, I have been fond of Rollin walking around with AC 0 in plate and shield. You know, I don't know whether him being in plate completely foils all of his thief abilities or not. I don't think I've ever successfully picked a lock. I've been fighting with him being like on the edge of carrying too much stuff. He's in the back. I've started using him for bows all the time. All right, that's a good idea. I like that. So you know what? And I can trade his plate to one of the NPCs, and that actually saves me some money. Interesting. Cool. So. Focus back on this window. So let's trade to Rollin. Yeah, okay, good. Keep this. Who should get the sword? Trade that to somebody. I don't think I've ever even been in position to get a backstab off. And with Rollin there with so few hit points, we all agreed I should pull him out of the front line. So it's been a while since he's even been in the neighborhood of that. Who should get this? I mean, should I be giving the magic sword to my NPCs? Is that, or should I give it to my own guy? Like Griffith. I'm going to give it to Griffith is what I'm going to do. Okay. Okay. Great workhorse versus regular sized enemies, you know. Cool. Okay, as long as I'm here, let me pool my money. Rollin will trade. Whoops. View items. So I'm going to trade the plate mail over to the swordsman. I'm going to ready the bracers. Very different way of him moving. I guess buy some. And I have to buy everybody more arrows because I used a crap load there, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I have to go in here and I have to join them. And Rollin's moved 12 now. Interesting. AC is 4. Is that good? I mean, I can't use can I use a shield? Well, not with a bow, obviously. Okay, well, I'm going to try this. Now here's Rollin. with AC 4 now. We'll try it. arrows I just used. Of course, actually, he didn't use any, did he? That's a lot of arrows. Okay, so undo this, take the plate mail. Guess I'll... Oh, I can't sell the swordsman's gear? Is that the deal? Buy, view, take, pool, share, praise. Well, that's interesting. Oh, I can't trade it away. That's too bad. Drop, have, join, ID, exit. I'm just going to drop that. Okay, so movement 6, AC 2. All right. And I'm going to take the advice to carry around two-handed swords. So if I run into really large monsters, that's a good option, to my understanding. Got it. Thank you. Thank you for the NPC advice. Got it. Okay. I'm learning. I like this. Gonna buy this guy plate mail. Kind of pricey, but I have quite a bit of money. Buy that. Undo this, ready this, sell that, or drop this. Okay. I like that. I'm good with that. AC is 2. Whoops. Plate mail, shield, mace. I think that's good for Payton. Wow, I used a lot of arrows in that fight, didn't I? One, two, three, four. Good enough. So Griffith's up front, right? So I'm gonna ready the melee stuff. For my normal pose. Next. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what? I'm also going to give Griffith a two-handed sword, actually, while I'm at it. Just making sure his movement's up good. Oh, what? That was, did I just make a mistake and buy 3 Vulges? Is that what I did? Well, okay, so I'll sell them, and obviously if there's a lot of money, yeah, that was, made some kind of UI mistake there. Oh. How did I do that? 2, 3, 4. I really appreciate the help from the medium-sized monsters. Okay. Rollin used a whole lot of arrows. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to be adventuring very differently than he was before. Movement is 9. It was just right. It was just 12 a second ago, right? So that's too many arrows. Okay, now I'm back to 12. I'm being. Of course, when he picks up money, he's going to be down again, isn't he? Drop this and see how I do. Like maybe someone can hand him arrows when he needs to. I really like his movement being high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, if my fighter thief had better strength, that would have been nice. I'm gonna drop this dagger. See, I when I first took multiple daggers, I thought you could use that as missiles, but you can't. So I don't need that. 1, 2, 3. What I do need is darts. All right. So I think that's how I'm armored now. Yeah, I think. Unless I'm missing something. So I'll share the money back around. And I got that. So I've got my NPCs in plate and shield. Got some two-handed swords. Got Rollins' movement up. I wanted all that kind of stuff. And I should check commissions and I should check leveling up, eh? Where is the door? Okay, so here I'm back at City Hall. I think they already gave me the payment for clearing the slums, which is a little bit weird because I hadn't actually gotten every encounter. But at your entry, the council clerk begins looking through a stack of papers. Before I can offer any commissions, I must see if you are due a current reward. That's why I'm here. The clerk shuffles through her papers. On the matter of commission, she says, nope, I guess not. So no new rewards. But let's look at these. Let's see if there's any new commissions. Just look at my current commission list. So-called keep on Thorn Island must be cleared. I knew that. The council is offering a reward for books and maps and tomes and papers and ephemera and accounting and spreadsheets. Got that. A weapon of great power is to be auctioned at Podal Plaza, right? Now that's the area past Kudo's Well. These are all the commissions. Okay, that's all the same stuff I had before. A little bit mystifying why they give you the slums commission before you're totally done with it. All right, let's look at experience. Interesting. There's a bug with extra random encounters occurring in the slums even after it's supposed to be exhausted if you try resting, and those extra wandering monsters counting towards the clear counter. Interesting. Okay, thank you for telling me that. I'm sure that I was just about to run into that. So looking for leveling up possibilities. So I'm trying to remember the experience. So Swordsman's at 9893. He has to be at 16,000, right? He's already at level 4, right? 0, 2, 4, 8. Yeah, 16. Okay. Tell me if I make a mistake with my recollection here. So this guy needs to be at 8,000. He's not there yet. So Payton, it's like, is it 15, 3,000, 6,000? Is that the deal? She needs to be at 6,000 or something. Ah, interesting. Okay, so... okay, Cleric Fighter. So, oh, interesting. So, Cleric 3 is like 3,000, right? No, I'm going for it. My books from the Elder Times, which are falling apart. Yeah. Okay. So Griffith, if I could duel in the pit, right, and get an extra 100 XP. I don't know if it's being split, I'd have to duel twice, right? Let me just make a note of that there. Okay, so 5,000, right? No, wait. Second level MU is 2,500, right? Cadell can level up. Okay. Again, the first time I got into this game, I was a little confused about how they're recording the experience, right? So that's the experience in each silo that it's showing me. So he can actually level up. He can level up both. He can level up both fighter and thief. Holy smoke. Well, that's interesting. Apparently there's going to be a whole lot of leveling up going on, subject to me having enough money. Interesting, and she can level up fighter and almost wizard. I could almost have her fight in the pits, but it would take 3 fights. You see 3, 2, no, it would take like 4 fights or more. Okay, just do the fighter there. And that, yeah, holy smoke. Almost the whole party. Okay, so anyway, if you can pull out a win on the Ogre Trolls, I guess the lesson, let's think about what the lesson from the Ogre Trolls fight is, right? So obviously, if you can pull it out for a low-level party, there's a whole lot of benefits to it, and most of my party is going to level up here, which is pretty sweet. I think the other thing is that fight is kind of communicating that to pay attention to ranged weapons are super powerful, particularly because you get multiple attacks with them. And it's probably, the truth is that fight is probably designed to say, hey, flasks, burning oil is really great in this game. You should probably use it against trolls. And again, I kind of made it hard on myself, but I think that's sort of the lesson from that particular fight. Yeah. Yeah. It will cost me quite a bit. Maybe I need to prioritize here. Magic user getting 3rd level, honestly, they don't have super great 2nd level spells. So, I kind of want my fighters to go up, is what I feel like. Particularly Rollin getting appropriate hit points. So let's try that. Actually, I'm probably going to have to sell jewelry, aren't I? And I don't know who's got it. So at the moment, pretty much everybody has 90 platinum, which is 450, right? That's about half of what you need to level up. Okay, Griffith's got the good stuff, and so does Payton. So I guess I'm definitely going to have to sell some of that stuff there. Interesting. Oh yeah? Stinking Cloud is good in this game? Huh, you don't say. Now, as I go to sell some of this stuff, Is it worth appraising the items, or should I just sell them? Or do I have to appraise them before selling them? Okay, 2x2 area, interesting. So do I have to appraise them before selling them? Yeah, the gems and jewelry. Or is there some way I can just say whatever they're worth, just give me it? Okay, appraise them and then sell them. Okay, great, thanks. I'm gonna do both of these things here. Oh, I thought that I see. I thought I was gonna have to pay to appraise them like I do for the magic items, right? Okay, let me just write down the difference there. That is why I was asking. Sell that. Ah, that is not super valuable. Interesting. That's also not super valuable. So, and that's it, right? Interesting. Huh. So unless I sell a magic item, like for example those bracers. Oh, that's important. Holy smoke. Thank you for that, Despair. Holy smoke. Okay, now I needed that. So that now I see where everybody's saying sell it immediately, sell it immediately. So I could certainly I could level up everybody if I can sell the bracers for 6,000. So I guess that's my current decision, right? Is with Rollin. Do I keep him like this, or do I get him back in heavy armor? You know, I think I really want to sell it. I mean, leveling up is is literally the whole game. So, what do you guys feel about that? If I sell the bracers, how angry are people going to be at me for that? So I kind of want to level up people. Is where I'm feeling with that. Yeah. Banded Mail is only 1 point below plate. Yeah, I'm feeling that. Of course, I'm not in an armor shop right now. Okay, great. Okay, so Team Monsters approves. Thank you. 2, 3. There we are. I like that. Buy this. Put him in it. Unready this and sell this. I don't have to ID it. I already ID'd it, right? So just sell it. Good memory on that, Despair. Exactly 6,000. It's a deal. Money will be put in the pool. Fascinating. Okay, so here's the point where I'm at risk for like leaving the pool behind. Share it. Why is he overloaded? Just too much cash? Interesting. I see the encumbrance is 1,600. Got it. Okay, so let's go level some people up. I like it. Little resource management break here in the middle of tonight's session. Got it. Got it. So now I was thinking about having Griffith fight here and be able, let me see, how many levels do I already have to pay for? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already have to pay for 5 levels. But if I have Griffith duel once or twice, he could level up. Maybe I'll leave that. If it's more than 1 duel, I'll skip it. Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have Griffith try to level up, try to get more experience here. I think this is okay. Yeah. So cleric fighter. Now Griffith has a broadsword +1. You get more attacks with missile weapons. I guess I should go for that, right? If that guy's going to stand off, okay, cool. Ooh. Huh. Why did that not allow me to do that? This is not going super well. Try this. Oof. Oof. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That didn't go so well. Well. Sorry, Griffith. What's Griffith have? 14 hit points? Yeah, okay. All right, now, you know what? So my plan was try to get over the experience bump to next level. If I had to do that just once, I would probably take another shot at it. But since I have to do it twice, what's expected value is I'm going to have to fight 4 times to get 2 wins, I guess. All right, it was worth a shot. It's okay. We train only fighters here. Do you want to train? Yes. I have a whole lot of fighters that want to train. Starting with Rollin. Train Rollin. Yes. Great. Okay, so I got... Of course, he's also a thief, right? Can I train him again? Is the thief next door? Like, I thought this was fighters and thieves. The thief is next door, right? Is that the deal? Let me see. Payden cannot, but Cadell can. Wait, you need 200 platinum? Yeah, okay. These are different rooms. Thank you. For some reason they were glued in my head for some reason. Trincadell. What? Right. I gotta keep track of what class they can level up in. View, trade, mail-in, 200. Okay, so train mail-in will become a second level fighter. Yes. Great. Okay, so she's all done, I think. Is that all my fighters? That's all my fighters, right? Okay, so I get thief for him and magic user for her. Right, she's close on magic user, but not there. All right, so begin adventuring in order to move rooms. So I think the thief's over here. Rogues, which is the PC way of talking about thieves. We train only thieves here. Do you want to train? Yes. Specifically, Rowan. Dang it. Shoving money around. Rowan will become a second level thief. Yes. Okay. Then I have wizards. Sign the Wall directs magic users to go through the east door and clerics to go through the west. We train only magic users here. Do you notice that all these guys are like brothers? These guys are like these guys all have the same face. So for some reason the trainers all come from the same family in different classes. Cadell, all right. Become a second level magic user, yes. Oh, interesting. I get to pick another spell. So I hear, I mean, obviously magic missile is frequently your go-to. Maybe I need some help here. And Rollins 10 hit points now. That's cool. I just doubled his hit points. It's a big step from first level to second level. So I hear, so magic missile is my, usually my go-to. I've been hearing a lot of good things about enlarge, which again, the first edition DM's guide has errata in it that basically makes it useless because you just pop out of your armor. But I guess that doesn't happen here. And charm person, I'm used to being super cool in my games. What do you think? Enlarge? Maybe wait on enlarge? At 5th or 6th level. Interesting. Interesting. And I'm only becoming 2nd level right now, so I mean, my go-to is charm person, right? I mean, charm person in my games usually is like a big game changer. You charm one person, say, tell me where I need to go in this labyrinth, and tell me where all your allies are, and suddenly that's your entire intelligence game. But I'm going to assume it's not quite that potent. I have half of mine to take charm person. If I was playing like a tabletop D&D game right now, and I had this choice, I would definitely take charm person. Should I avoid that? cannot bring charmed creatures with you after battle. But I can hit someone in the battle and then I take control of them, or they become an NPC, basically? Is that what happens? Okay, got it. And it only works against people, right? So it basically only works against first level stuff, to make a long story short. Maybe gnolls. Again, affects ogres in basic D&D, but not advanced. Yeah, I can see the limitation of that. Particularly if they're basically first level stuff. You know, I didn't kill that wizard in the center of the slums. Can I charm that dude? I'm going to take magic missile. Let's try that. Automatic damage becomes better later on. I'll do that. It's okay. And Nirjarani, no, I need to give her some money. Is that enough? Nope, it's not enough. Right, he's got all the money. Did I? Okay, Nirjarini is going to become a 3rd level magic user. Yes, great. All right. So do I just get one, or am I going to pick one from each level? I would try to get magic missile and a large on everyone, scrolls permitting. So this is my first 2nd level magic user spell. I see. Right. I got a cleric that reached that point. My 1st level, 2nd level magic user spell. Everybody's talking about strength. I guess that gets better later on. Just one, thank you. Strength? Stinking cloud you were talking about? Strength is generally inferior to enlarge. Fascinating. I never would have guessed that. I mean, I could actually pick enlarge, but if I can get a 2nd level spell. So I'm going to try this Stinking Cloud. You're saying nice things about Stinking Cloud? I guess I'm going to try that. Sounds like kind of a mini area spell, like before you get to the Fireball at 3rd level. Sounds interesting. I think I'm going to try that. Mirror image is also useful. I'll go Stinking Cloud. I want an area attack spell. Yeah, I think that's good advice. Okay. And I think I've leveled up everybody, right? Pretty sure that was everybody. So save the current game to A. And I need to go get... So having thrown Griffith into the duel, I have to go heal him up and get spells back. Mirror image doesn't always work right. Now I'm curious. Thanks for that advice, by the way. So, yes. Who was healing? Payton was healing? And I think that's it, right? Everybody else has all their spells. And last I checked, Griffith has 14 hit points, so I could rest for 8 days. Also, with a low-level cap, you don't have a lot of 2nd level spells to work with, so blowing them on defensive spell. And I should memorize my new spells, duh. Yeah, I agree. Defensive spells are always strategically sketchy at best. My new spells, right? So Cadell, gonna take sleep. Right, if you're telling me there's still more hordes of humanoids. And there is Stinking Cloud. Great. That's everything, right? Good. Yes. Awesome. Huh. Now, in some editions, haste is fantastic, right? The question is, like, does haste increase your attacks? Original D&D, no, as far as I can tell. Later editions, yes. That's pretty awesome. I mean, I have 2 Rays of Enfeeblement. I'm gonna scribe that in my book. That seems like a no-brainer. Yes. Not sure I'm gonna actually use it, but do it. Did I fail? Did I fail to scribe? Oh no, I have to rest to do it. I have to spend time doing it. That's the deal. There you go. Got it. Okay. Figuring it out. I mean, now one option is I could trade the scroll to somebody else and have them scribe it in their book. I could have Cadell or Maelwyn do it. Is that useful? Haste ages you. Fascinating. Really? Where? Oh, you're right, because they do. Right, they do have a printout of the of their age. Right. Yeah, that's why the age is on the list. Fascinating. Oh, I wouldn't have guessed that. That's good to know. Now, I just want to make sure everybody's movement is acceptable. This movement is not acceptable. Guess that's too many arrows. Have that, drop that. Okay. Gotta keep a close eye. You know, again, in some tabletop games of D&D, you kind of overlook that. But I gotta, you know, here it's super important with the tactical element. Trade her this. I guess that's a lot of stuff, isn't it? Yeah, I don't need this. I've never used this spear. Okay, got his movement up. Good. 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 Good, and hopefully she's... Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, Stinking Cloud is very short range, like 3 or 4 squares. Fascinating. Select your cursor to be the... Boy, that sounds important to me. Thank you for that. That sounds super important. All right. Okay, so I leveled up. I got that. I get the better armor. I dropped the oil. Yeah, right. Get some two-handed swords. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Okay. All right. So where do I go now? Is the question. So I think that I've spent enough time. I cleared out the slums finally. Maybe not the guy in the center. Now I think about it. I think I want to break. I think I want a nice summer vacation on the island that has so-called keep on it. So I think I'm going to treat my party to a little relaxing vacation. Never been there before. I think it's in the top right where the port is. I have no idea how this is going to work. Here. To the north is the passenger dock. Yeah. By order of the city council, the harbor master says, the only boat out is going to so-called keep. You can catch it at the end of the pier. All right, this sounds like the right place. That looks like a pier. You board a boat. The boat disembarks you at so-called keep. Okay, I was worried there was going to be like some huge travel complications. So I am at Thorn Island on so-called keep. Great. Okay, never been here before. Interesting. I'm not even sure if like it's all entirely monster ridden or not. Just look around a little bit here. You stand below the rotting remains of the once mighty gates of so-called keep. Echoing footsteps are dimly heard within the keep. To the west rises a mound of reeds. The west. I mean, is that something I should search? Oh. The skeleton of a long-dead elf lies hidden by rocks and reeds. Its weapons and equipment are badly rusted and corroded by salt. Its leathers are worm-eaten and crusted in dirt. What do you do? Talk? Talk is an option? Okay. Weird. I'm gonna be nice. Weird. The elf is long dead. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, okay. Okay, Pool of... Oh. In a pouch on the remains is a crumbling parchment scroll with the words. Okay, hopefully it's not a curse or anything like that. Huh. Now, those symbols look like my code wheel here. I guess I had half a rumor that there were like messages like this around the game. So it looks like my code wheel here, but there's nothing in the code wheel that translates from Elven to English, I don't think. Okay, well, I'm gonna screenshot that for later, maybe. How do I? Maybe there's something in the game that translates stuff. So my code wheel goes Elven to Dwarvish, but I don't see. Okay. I'll be thinking about that. Nobody tell me. But I'll be thinking about that this week if I can decode that. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm glad I followed the clue to the reeds of the west, right? That's how I got there. It does translate to English letters? I'm not seeing it. Maybe I'll look up how or something. All right, let's go through these gates here. Look around. Guess I'm going to scout out this central keep. Oh, what is that? Oh, I get it. There's undead here. I see. A pack of undead suddenly appears. Got it. I do not think I'm going to parlay with the undead. Tell me if that's a wrinkle. So normally that's not an option. So I will. Okay, now can't sleep them, can't charm them, stuff like that. I just got to fight them. All right, so let me just think. So in first edition advanced, right, they're more they're resistant to edged weapons, right? They either take half damage or something like that, and I just threw away my Morning Star and my hammer. I just did that. I think I might only have edged weapons at this point. Right? Oh my god. Yeah, great. Okay, so I'm traveling really light. I don't have very much stuff. I threw away all my non-edged weapons. Beautiful. So granted that, I still get double attacks. So, yeah. And that is how Dan playing Pool of Radiance normally looks. So I got some skeletons up front. I got some zombies in the back. The zombies are not immune to, or don't have that same resistance. So I think I'm gonna, and they have double hit points. So I think I'm gonna focus fire on the zombies for now. Is that crazy? Why is? Oh, I don't have arrows. Fascinating. Okay, so he is in contact, so. Fascinating. Okay. Remember to turn undead when your cleric is up. Yep. See, this is me not playing with clerics. I absolutely was going to forget that. For some reason, I do that in when I play Fantasy Empires too. I also forget that. I don't think none of this will work, right? So Sneaking Cloud probably won't work against undead, I assume. You know, I'm gonna try it. I mean, I've got this Thinking Cloud. I'm gonna try it. Maybe I'm just practicing how to use Thinking Cloud. You said it's very short range. And the top left is where the area starts. It's 2 by 2. Out of range, eh? But here, even that? Boy, you're right. That is super short range. Here? Good lord. I mean, I guess I just have to ditch it then, eh? What am I doing wrong here? This is not casting the spell. Spells don't go through walls, you said. Okay. Boy, that is short range. Okay, great. Getting practice with that. All right, so Payden. Okay, so Payden has the mace, but I'm gonna go crazy here. I'm gonna turn undead. Oh, nice. Nice. Great. Turn 4 of them. Not too bad. And I'm glad I didn't waste. I'm glad I'm focusing fire on the zombies here. You know, the funny thing is I was so focused on that troll fight that now I'm worried about everything regenerating, which changes stuff quite a bit. Okay. Great. I like that. I feel like I'm pretty well armored for, you know, 1-hit die, 2-hit die monsters. Trolls are a different story, but I think I'm pretty well armored up here. Good. Of course, now I like the free attacks when I'm the beneficiary, so I'm a total hypocrite. Yeah. Good. See, male one does really well with that. I'm not entirely sure what her dexterity is, but it's pretty good. Good. Great. Good. Great. That guy's, yeah. Great. Oh, nifty. Now, I'm going to be very surprised if like undead have morale checks like the trolls did. That's going to be shockingly unexpected. Okay, so here's Griffith, and this is my other cleric. So I assume I can do this like every fight. It's not once a day, I assume. So he'll turn some undead. Good. Nifty. That's everybody, right? Now it's saying escape is blocked, so do I have to go finish these guys off, and do they turn around and attack me again? It's like all these little rulings around that. So I could take a shot at this zombie here, but he's turned, and I don't know if if it breaks the turning when I attack him. Let's find out. It's only one zombie, right? If he turns, if that breaks it, it's okay. Ah, 1 hit point left. Oh. None hit points left. Oh no, he's getting away. Okay, great. Got it. I can attack. Okay, great. I can still attack. They will guard when they reach the map edge. Let me just... Okay, so turning isn't available now, so it looks like it's once per fight, like you're saying. Oh, right, he's got the broadsword. Look at me not being totally optimal now that I'm out of the troll fight. Great. I see. If the escape is blocked, they do not guard. Okay, great. Oh, so it said the air clears a little, and I was like, what is that? But it's the stinking cloud going away. And Roland just got 2 shots in again, right? Which is nice. He's got to be dead. Great. And here go these guys. These guys are so brave once everybody runs away. I mean, what's the chance I'm going to hit this? I guess that's not even in range, eh? So maybe, I don't know, maybe I could have focused on that last guy a little bit more, but that's... Dude. That guy. And that guy too. Oh yeah, might as well chase the skeletons. Yeah, I'm trying to just like, you know, let them get away just for brevity, frankly. Maybe that's a wrong idea. Gun, guard, done, quit, done, quit. I don't know, are these guys going to keep the fight going? If I... All right, all right. Stupid thing. And now I've got PTSD over. Don't move. Don't get off the troll's head. Yeah. Again, you know, if I was, that's it, right? Done. Guard. Good. Yep. Okay, so fairly small amount of experience, right, with one hit die, two hit die monsters like that. So, is there any money? I guess there's no money, right? Pool? I mean, that does that do anything? Wait, of course, that pooled my money, right? So now I share it. I kind of wanted to do that earlier, actually. That's fine. And now, actually, now I got to go around and make sure everybody's movement is up. Okay, great. Looks good. Let me just save this. Okay, so I am. So here is. So here's the Paul Siegel joke. So due to the battery running out in my headphones, I'm being informed that we're almost out of time tonight. Okay, so great. So finally get through that damn ogre troll fight. You know, if I have some time, you know, but in the week to think about my tactics, I think I can make a pretty good shot at it. And I think I'm getting the whole point of So-Called Keep is that's the place where your first level undead is. So I'm assuming I'm going to see a whole lot more skeletons and zombies and creepy stuff, and probably, right, there'll probably be a boss with like a couple ghouls or a wight. So I want to be ready with my my silver or magic items, for magic weapons for when I need to take on the wight, which is usually the boss of your first level undead spot. Just making a guess there. Yeah, got it. Okay, good to be in the habit of chasing them in case they get bottled out. I mean, that we saw that with the trolls, right? That's totally how the troll fight had to end too. Just take down Despero's advice there. I like that. That sounds good. That sounds good. So, so I'm gonna wrap for tonight. I think. Thank you so much for the help. If you're looking for the weekly TPK, I'm sorry to disappoint all the medium-sized monsters. That lo and behold, that didn't happen this week. I'm sure probably if I push forward in So-Called Keep, probably I'm a couple minutes away from that. Now, when we come back next time, maybe I should ship myself back and get more blunt instruments to fight the skeletons. I mean, that was a reasonable fight there that I got through okay. Maybe I should go back and get some maces and morning stars and stuff just to have a supply. But again, I want to make sure that my movement is up, so I'm trying to be really careful not to have my movement bogged down. But I think maybe I'll go get some maces. They're pretty light, all things considered. So there's that, and look for our talk show this Sunday on the Wandering DMs channel. Paul's out this week, but I'm actually going to be on with one of our excellent patrons, Mr. Stephen Wendell. Occasionally we talk about the jousting rules back in the original D&D, or really from the chainmail game. So I've analyzed those chainmail jousting rules. Stephen has. They still run kind of a modified version at GaryCon every year. So Stephen has very politely challenged me to a live session of chainmail jousting, and that's what we're going to be doing Sunday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. Is you're going to see me and Stephen chat a little bit, and then actually do a live chainmail jousting tournament. And I have really not had an opportunity to test that out with a real person in the past. And same for his system. So we're going to have a clash of our systems and see who does better. So feel free to join in on that, and check out. He put a post up on his blog, the Dungeonland blog, today or tomorrow. So feel free to check that out and see what we're going to be doing on Sunday. And if you have ideas about original D&D jousting, feel free to tune in on Sunday and tell us tell us if you think we're playing at a fairly high level or not. Cool. And I'll take into account some of that. I'll remember to turn undead, use my clerics, and maybe try picking up maces next time. Again, specifically against the skeletons. Hopefully I can figure that out. I feel like I know what happens in first level undead areas. I gotta guess. So maybe I can clear out So-Called Keep next time. Cool. All right, so thanks so much for the help, you guys. I think I'm playing a lot better if I follow your advice, so I really appreciate that. And hopefully, next time we'll try to clear out So-Called Keep. Right, next Thursday on Dan Plays Games from the Elder Times. And hopefully I'll see you this Sunday for more, and I'll probably see you online, too. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next week. Take care, everybody.